Hey everyone, this is the Big Purple Couch. I'm Shelby Gobo, your entertainment host, and tonight I'm here with, well, most of, or a little bit of, Said the Whale. How are you guys tonight?
Wonderful. Very good.
How are you feeling about being in London?
Good. Yeah,
Awesome.
very excited to be here.
Yeah, we were just in the States for a couple weeks, so it's good to be back in Canada.
All right, so we're sitting in the Spoke here, and the Wave, and what did you guys order for your meals tonight?
Seafood pasta.
I've got a pad thai.
I ordered a steak.
Okay, that sounds lovely. A little pre-show meal. Okay, I'm always curious to know, how did you come up with your band name?
There's not really much of a story to it. Yeah.
Yeah, just somewhere up in there. Nothing special.
Really just a brainstorm, and the decision was purely aesthetic. It looked good written on paper, so we went with it.
Yeah, it has a nice ring to it. All right, I know you guys were on Winning America, CBC's documentary. Can you tell us a little bit about what exactly that is?
It's basically a documentary about our trip to South by Southwest last year. And we had a little crew following us around and documenting what it's like to be a band in Canada trying to make it in the States, pretty much.
What is it like being a band from Canada trying to make it in the States?
It's fun. You know, it's kind of like we're doing our first tour in Canada all over again in a new place. Just trying to make friends and fans one at a time.
Okay, what would... Oh, sorry.
That's it.
I know the setup's a little awkward. What would you say the biggest difference between the Canadian industry versus the American industry is?
The industry or like the shows themselves?
Shows, everything. What would you say the biggest difference is?
Well, I mean, for us, obviously, like Spencer said, we're starting from scratch again. So it's, I mean, we're playing small shows. Industry-wise, I think it's hard to tell as an outsider, but I think probably one observation I have is that Canada has a very sort of unified and supportive music scene, you know, for the most part, at least what we've seen. And it seems like American independent bands are a little bit more left to their own devices and are kind of alone and unsupported. I mean, there's certainly not as much government funding available in the States, so that makes it more difficult right off the bat for American bands. So yeah, I mean, I think we're pretty lucky.
Awesome. And I know you guys won a Juno Award. How was that experience? That's amazing.
It was fun. The food was great.
Yeah, it was really surreal. I mean, we had sat through this whole gala, and ours was the second last award to be announced. And I'm like, at least myself, I didn't think there was a chance in hell we were going to win it. So by the time we did, it was just kind of, oh, crazy. Icing on the cake, because it was already just a good time just being there.
We were already shit-faced, so just, yeah it was wild.
So it's a great time. All right, what would you say your wildest experience to date has been?
Oh, here's a wild time. One time we went to Prince Edward Island and we rented this like cabin, even though it was a pretty sweet little place just on the coast, and just hold ourselves up for 5 days trying to make some new music. This was like a few years ago. This was like we wrote a couple of the first songs for Little Mountain while we were there. But getting there was one of the wildest and stupidest experiences we've ever had, because our GPS system led us down this muddy dirt road. And we ended up getting stuck there. We had to drop our trailer, and all of us had to like push and drive our van down this road for like, I don't know, like a kilometer or something like that. So that was pretty wild.
We left the trailer there overnight and had to find a local farmer that had a tractor to come back and extract our trailer from the mud. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, sounds like you guys have quite the endurance. Which brings me to my next question. You guys are a fairly large group. How do you all get along with each other? I'm sure you spend tons and tons of time with each other. So, you know, I'm assuming you all get along well, but are there any little speed bumps that you hit along the way?
I like to say it's like family. I mean, you can imagine anybody gets along with their family, has fights with their family, but I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, you know, these guys are just the best. I can't complain.
Good answer.
Okay, thanks so much for being here tonight, guys. Best of luck tonight, and I'm sure it's going to be awesome, and hopefully you'll come back to Western and do another show. Thanks. This is the Big Purple Couch. I'm Shelby Gobo. We'll see you next time.
Hey, we're 60% of Said the Whale, and you're watching the Big Purple Couch.